Engineering and that mindset, and I'm an engineer, my son's an engineer, my daughter's an engineer, my wife's an engineer, right? So engineering is a phenomenal mindset. It's a problem solving mindset. And to teach people that there's one way to solve a problem is actually infinitely limiting them and
Right.
teaching them the absolute wrong thing. There is no one answer to look, there's a one answer to one plus one
Right.
equals X, right? But in real world problems that we solve every day, you every day as a CISO, you as the
Yeah.
president, I think you're the president of Cybersecurity, right? Like there's no one answer to any. And so this idea that we're teaching kids in fifth and sixth grade, you didn't do it this way, it's not right, and that there aren't alternative approaches to solving is a terrible life lesson to teach someone in a
I
formative point
agree.
in their
I
in their
agree. And
upbringing.
you would be
Terrible.
amazed at how often we hear this. There's an organization that I do work with called Security Advisors Alliance. And they go into that, and it's basically a group of CISOs from companies across the country that in different regions we go into schools and work with, sixth through eighth, sixth through 10th graders, right? Doing capture the flag events and doing different little exercises. You would be amazed at how often we find that this is a thing. It is absolutely saddening. Now, the second piece you talked to about the barriers, the reality is this: as an industry, we have allowed HR and companies to create barriers that don't need to exist, right? And that is all of these requirements that get put into job descriptions are absolutely barriers.
A degree, a degree, a bachelor's degree should not be a
No,
requirement in a
no,
cybersecurity field,
like
in my humble opinion.
right.
Not in
But
ours.
what happens is when you automatically here's what's happened, and I've had this conversation a lot with a lot of heads of HR. The number one relationship I make when I join an organization, right, as a CISO, is my head of HR because that's how I'm going to grow and build my team. But so when I do that, what I found is a lot of times they put these, I'll say, requirements in place because the salary band, right, that they all have salary bands. That salary band requires certain requirements from an HR perspective. And I say, listen, and I constantly say this, and people laugh, but I'm dead serious, but a little tongue in cheek. We are unicorns. Cybersecurity practitioners are unicorns, and we cannot be treated like the rest of the regular horses in the stable. So we have to create some mechanisms. But I say this, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Cyber executives have allowed this because they have not gone in and really had these conversations with their HR teams. They have not had these conversations with their talent management teams to reshape the requirements, right, to enable them to hire more broadly. Because when you put a cyber degree, you automatically reduce your opportunity to get any diverse talent because there's a cost associated with going to college. And the reality is, there's a larger percentage of underserved people that aren't going to go to college.